Hey guys, we are here in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park at Mingus Mill. We're going to walk up, see what the fall colors look like, and give you a tour of the mill. Come along with us. So Mingus Mill is literally right off of Highway 441. You can just turn right in, park in the parking area, which you can see behind me, and walk right down to the mill. It's a very easy walk, very short. Pretty much anybody can do this. And it's an operating mill as well, so you can get ground cornmeal and ground flour straight from the mill during the summer. Here's how the mill works. So Mingus Creek is up this trail, which we'll walk up here in a few minutes. We'll show you. There's a diverter up there that pulls some of the water from Mingus Creek and brings it down this, I'm not really sure what the name of it is. I'll see if I can find the proper name and put it in the description, but basically comes down this channel and funnels into this larger wooden channel. And then flows down to the mill. So the water continues down the path, down to just before the mill. Now this ladder right here and the overflow that you see on the back side is the filter. So there's basically a filter mechanism here that keeps leaves, debris, sticks, things like that from getting into the main turbine and damaging it. So this has to be cleaned out every so often, so you'll see park staff come up and climb up this ladder and clean out the filter at the top. So by the time the water gets here, it's moving pretty quickly at this point. It's going to still come down along here, and then right here it's going to go down into this shaft. And it's going to be very much compressed. That is full of water. And then at the very bottom of that is where the turbine is. Well, it's unfortunately a little too dark, but behind this gate is the turbine area where the shaft is connected. So that water rushes down that column, rushes into a tube, turns the turbine here at the bottom, and then that turns a shaft that goes up into the mill up here above us, which is where the millstone is connected and where they do the grinding. Again, pretty basic stuff for us these days, but back when this mill was built, this was one of the most technologically advanced mills on the East Coast. So right here out front of the mill are old millstones. So these are with the turbine. The turbine turns a shaft, and the shaft has one of these on it. And this is where they put the corn or the wheat to be ground. And this turns and grinds it up. There's a couple of these out front that I guess apparently they're for sitting on or just taking a look at. Well, I was going to take you inside, but unfortunately we got here a little late today and didn't realize the mill closes at 5. So we'll have to do another video for you where we show you the inside and actually show you the grinding process, and maybe we could even do an interview with the mill worker that's generally here. It didn't even dawn on me, I passed him on the way in, so. And then I saw the door locked. Oh well, too late, we're late. But one of the interesting things about Mingus Mill, and mills in general, that you may or may not know, is that not only were mills grinding places for flour, cornmeal, things like that, but they were also gathering places for people. So people would come here on a Saturday, travel often from a long distance, and come to bring their goods to be ground by the mill and pay for that, obviously. But at the same time, they would meet with all their friends, meet with their neighbors, folks that they may not have seen in a while, and exchange stories, gossip, of course, news. This is all, of course, way before the internet. So this is how a lot of people got their news and knew what was going on in the area. So it was not only a place to get your food ground or your goods ground, but a place to kind of catch up on what's happening and talk to your friends and just spend the day here. All right, so I mentioned earlier that the water for the mill comes from Mingus Creek. So basically it comes from Mingus Creek, comes down this funnel. And I'm sorry, I cannot remember the proper name for this, but I will put it in the video or link it in the description for you. But Mingus Creek is up there. We're going to take a walk up this trail right here that goes right next to it and show you what the actual beginning of the water looks like before it comes down here to the mill. There's also a hiking trail up there too. We've never hiked all the way up. We've hiked it a little bit. Kind of a nice trail actually, really. In the fall it's really pretty. Check out the blanket of beautiful leaves, the reds and the yellows and the oranges. It's just gorgeous. All right, here we are at Mingus Creek. As I mentioned, there's the diverter that has an adjustable door on it that controls the amount of water that's coming down to the mill. You can see it's a really beautiful creek, making wonderful noises here. So it's kind of cool. There's some fog and mist rolling in. And we are like the only people here, so it's giving it this real kind of spooky vibe. All right, so I mentioned the trailhead for Mingus Trail, which is right up at the end of the parking lot. So basically the bathrooms are back there and the parking area is back there. You just walk up to the end of the parking lot and right here's the trailhead. So Mingus Creek Trail to Deep Low Gap Trail is 2.9 miles. And of course, if you want to be really ambitious and go down the mountains to Sea Trail to Clingman's Dome, it's only 26.7 miles. And you can see the mill there in the woods. Just look at these fall colors, guys. This is just here from the parking lot. Alright guys, well this wraps up our trip to Mingus Mill. Hope you guys enjoyed the visit. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And be sure to hit that subscribe button as well so you can be notified of all of our recent content. And we'll see you on the next adventure.